Getting ready to start first period. We have a guest goalie today, Avery in the net. We have Havana, McKenna, Serena, forwards, and then Lillian and Anastasia for defense. Drops. He's able to knock it over to the boards, where Havana's going to grab it, send it into the offensive zone. The Ravens have it. They're going to send it up the boards. Going to go down, no icing. Anastasia's going to get to it first. She gets away to the Ravens, tries to send it to the boards, but the Ravens grab in the corner, shot on net, and Avery's going to cover it up. We're going to have Fiona, Serena, and Story come out on the ice with Wendy and Alice. Alright, puck drops. Serena gets it knocked back. The Ravens grab it though, try to send it towards the net, but it's blocked. Ravens send it behind the net where Wendy's going to pick it up. They're going to skate it, try to get it passed over to Fiona, but it goes in the offensive zone. It's loose. Fiona just gets there. So the Ravens gets close to the net. Fiona's trying to get her stick on it, but the Ravens knock it towards the board. Serena's fighting for it, comes loose. Story picks it up, just gets it towards the net, goes for a centering pass, but no one's there. Serena's got it along the boards, sends it back to the D. Alice has it, sends it towards the net. The Ravens hold it up, but Serena takes it off of them. It gets knocked out to neutral ice and to our zone where Alice chases it down, sends it up the board to Serena. Serena knocks it back to neutral. The Ravens dump it back into our zone. Alice is going to get in the corner, takes it behind the net. Going to pass it up to Serena. Serena's able to get out to neutral ice where Quinn's going to pick it up. Quinn keeps hold of the puck. A lot of Ravens on her. Gets loose. Fiona picks it up. Passes it back to Anastasia. Anastasia's going to keep hold of the puck and skate into the offensive zone. She gets pushed over to the board, goes to center it, hits the post. It's over here in the corner with Quinn. She goes send it back to Anastasia, gets bumped off her stick and goes down the ice into our zone. Malia's going to get to it first. She'll pick it up, take it behind the net, hold it there for a minute. Goes to send it up the boards. Luckily got past the Ravens player, bounce over to Quinn, but the Ravens keep it in. Puck goes loose over on the boards. Anastasia gets it, hits it forward, pucks the neutral ice with the Ravens. Knocked off their stick by Laura. Ravens knock it back to neutral ice. Pass it up into our zone of their player. Gets knocked off their stick by Anastasia. Gets back to the Ravens, knocked off, I think that's Shannon. Shannon tries to hold the puck. Ravens get it to the neutral ice. Knocked back to our zone where it gets to Anastasia. Anastasia bumps it up the boards trying to get it to Story, but the Ravens stop it. Dump it back to our zone. Anastasia has it again. Goes for a pass over to Nicole, but the Ravens tie her up. Puck comes into the offensive zone. The Ravens grab it, passing it around. Gets knocked off their stick by McKenna. And McKenna's got it. Goes for a shot, just wide of the net. Got stuck on the net for a minute. Ravens are going to pass it around the boards. Wendy's going to step forward, steal it off the Ravens player, gets knocked off their stick. It goes loose for the Ravens, pick it up and skate out to neutral ice, knocked off their stick by Wendy. Nicole holds them up. McKenna's going to help her out. Puck's loose. McKenna's going to step forward, grab it, and goes out onto the bench. 11:39 left in the first. On ice, we have Havana, Serena, Allison, Malia, and Stasi. Puck drop. Goes back to Anastasia. She's got to grab it in our zone. She's looking for a pass. Tries to get up to Havana. Is able to get past the Ravens players. Goes loose in the offensive zone where the Ravens pick it up. Ravens are going to knock it out to neutral ice where that was Malia, and then got knocked out of the rink. All right, puck drops. Serena gets it knocked back to Stassi. Stassi's going to send it to Havana. Havana's able to keep it away from the Ravens, but they pick it up in their zone. Ravens send it back to neutral ice and skate it into our zone. Lee's going to hold her up, but she's still got the puck. Ravens center it, but it's knocked away by Stassi to the boards. Allison's trying to pick it up. The Ravens are on her, though, but she's keeping it off their stick. Getting knocked around, gets in the offensive zone where Serena grabs it, sends it towards the net, blocked by the goalie. Goes up high and hits the net. $10:51 left in the first. Out on the ice, we have Laura, Story, Fiona, Alice, and Wendy. Oops, sorry. All right, puck drop. Ravens get it. For some reason, they put it towards the net. They're lucky it didn't go in. Double on the boards. Fiona's fighting for it. Laura's going to step up, help her, gets it knocked back to Alice. Alice is looking for a chance, goes for sending it towards the net, but a little bit weak. Alice picks it back up, though. Does the center it, but it goes to the Ravens play. The Ravens try to knock it out, but Story stops it, keeps it on their end. She centers it, but the Ravens grab it, take it behind the net. Story knocks it off her stick. The Ravens pick it up, try to send it around. Fiona holds it up. The Ravens pick it up, though, and skate it down the ice. They bring it into our zone. Knocked away by Alice. Ravens pick it back up by the boards. Took it towards the net. Goes for, I think that was a shot, blocked by, and that was definitely a trip, but never mind. Puck comes down to the offensive zone, straight towards the goalie. Goalie's going to knock it to the corner. Ravens going to try to send it out. Their player stops it, and then McKenna keeps it in. Getting knocked around by the boards. Try to send it out again, but it hits the Ravens hit their own team skates. Their player picks it up, brings on neutral ice, gets knocked off their stick by Story. Nice pass over to McKenna from, I think it was Stassi. She sends it towards the net, but the goalie's going to get it covered. 9:38 left in the first. On ice, we have Malia and Stassi with Quinn, McKenna, and Jesse. All right, puck drops. McKenna gets a knock over the boards. Ravens have it, but Malia's on them. McKenna picks it up for a second. Knocked around. Gets to Jesse. Jesse picks it up. Tries to send it towards the net. Knocked by the Ravens. But McKenna and Quinn are on it. Quinn grabs it in the corner. Knocked off by the Ravens, but Quinn picks it back up. Trying to center it, but it goes to the goalie. He's going to get it covered. Now we'll swap out. So we're going to have Alice and Wendy on defense with Serena, Shannon, and there you go, Nicole. All right, puck drops. Get kind of stuck in the area for a minute. Ravens knock it over to the boards. Nicole's fighting for it on the boards. Comes loose to Alice. Alice grabs it, sends it towards the net. Goalie's going to stop it, cover it up. 9:06 left in the first. All right, Serena gets it knocked back. It goes loose to the blue line. Wendy's able to keep it in, but the Ravens keep it close. Serena blocks it, knocks it back behind the net. Ravens pick it up, cuts it up to their player. Tries to get it neutralized, but Wendy keeps it in. Gets over to Nicole. She's going to send it to the net. Goalie's going to deflect it to the corner. Ravens pick it up, go to send it out. It gets to their player, who's able to take a neutral ice, but Serena and Wendy are on them. Able to get into our zone. And Wendy's going to hold them up. Puck goes loose behind the net where Serena grabs it, sends it around the boards to Nicole. Nicole's trying to get it out, but Ravens keep it in. Try to send it to the net, but held up by our players. Puck gets knocked out to neutral ice. Ravens pick it up, bring it back in. Goes straight to Alice, so Alice is going to hold on to it for a second. Try to figure out what to do, sends it over to the boards. Shannon picks it up. She's going to skate it. Brings it to the offensive zone. Tries to send it towards the net, but Ravens kind of made it a little bit weaker. Getting knocked around. Havana sends it towards the net where the goalie's going to cover it. 7:58 left in the first. Score still 0-all. On the ice, we have Havana, Laura, Allison, Stassi, and Malia. All right, puck drops to knocked over the boards. Havana's going to pick it up. Sends it back to Stassi. Going going to send it wide of the net. Allison's going to pick it up, trying to keep a hold of it. She's got a Raven right on her, but she's keeping it. Just not loose. Oh, man, it hit it right by the net. Goes for a shot block by the goalie. Laura gets a shot block by the goalie. Puck's over along the boards where the Ravens grab it, skate it down the ice. They go for a pass, but it goes loose into our zone where Stasi grabs it. Tries to send it out, but the Ravens keep it in. I got knocked loose by, I think, Laura and Stasi. Allison was able to bring it up some, but I got held up. They all fought for it, and then got over to Laura, brings it into the offensive zone, sends it towards the net. Block for the goalie's loose. Havana picks it up. Ravens take it away. They're skating down the ice, neutral, and then they dump it into our zone, so puck's loose behind the net. Stasi's going to grab it. She's going to whip it to the boards and bounce it out to neutral ice. So Shannon fights it off the Ravens. Going back and forth, comes back loose to Stasi in our zone. She's looking for a pass. Goes for a pass over to Fiona. Fiona tries to go for a pass, but the Ravens hold it up. It bounces around, goes loose into our zone where they try to get it, but Stasi knocks it away from her stick. She sends it around the boards over to Fiona. Fiona grabs it, goes for a pass over to McKenna, but is bouncing a little bit, goes loose. Where Story picks it up in neutral ice, brings it into the offensive zone. She's got in the corner, tries to center it, but the Ravens hold it up. The Ravens have it along the boards. They try to skate it out, but Wendy grabs it off and sends it towards the net. Ravens try to bring it out, but our players kept it in, go for a shot, and the goalie's going to catch that and hold on to it. 6:10 left in the first. On the ice, we're going to have Alice and Wendy with Serena, Quinn, and Jesse. Avery and net. All right, puck drops. Serena's got it stuck on her feet, taps it back to Alice. Alice is going to pass it to Wendy. Wendy tries to send it, but it's kind of bouncing around, so they weren't able to get a good pass. The Ravens pick it up, skate into our zone. Loose puck, loose behind the net. Alice picks it up, gets it over to Serena. The Ravens are knocking it off. It's back and forth. Alice picks it again, tries to send the boards. I think it's Quinn fighting for it. Serena's trying to help her out. It's still stuck along the boards. Gets loose. One of our players grabs it, tries to send it around the other side, but the Ravens get it and send it back. Quinn's going to pick up the quarter, but has the Raven player right on her. Gets it loose to Alice. Alice is going to send it up to Serena. Serena's going to grab it, tries to bring it out. The Ravens hold her up, but she's able to get to neutral ice where the Ravens have it. They send it to their player, who's going to skate into our zone. Gets knocked away. I think they try to center it, but Alice stopped them and sent it out and got loose. Now I think that's Wendy's got it. They're just going to skate it. They bring it to neutral ice, get into the offensive zone. Wendy still got the puck knocked off her stick. It's over to Nicole. Laura keeps it in, sends it towards the net. Oh, it was loose for a second by the goalie, but they got it covered. Quinn and Wendy were ready for it. 4:51 left in the first. On the ice, we have Nicole, Laura, and we don't want 3 forwards, I guess. Oh, no, here comes Quinn. Anastasia, Malia. Puck gets knocked over to Nicole, gets to Stasi. She sends towards the net, but the Ravens hold it. Send it to their player, gets knocked out to neutral. Malia picks it up, tries to pass it across ice, but the Ravens pick it up, skate into our zone. It's knocked around, the Ravens keep it in, send it towards the net. Deflect it over to the corner. Gets passed up to Quinn, but puck comes loose. It's the offensive zone. And the Ravens are going to pick it up and they take it behind their net. They send it up the boards. And their player passes it up to the other one in neutral ice, and then they skates it in, but Malia's on her. Ravens saw the puck. They try to sneak it in, blocked by Avery. Puck gets knocked loose. And then I'm not sure what happened. 4:06 left in the first, and we're going to have a power play. What did he call?
Holding.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I was like...
He called holding, but it's weird that, I mean, they have possession.
Yeah.
Holding. Usually it would be a defensive call. He must have, like,
really
Yeah,
did
yeah,
something.
the hand didn't have a stick right.
Yeah. All right. Oh, sorry. That was a nice play. We kind of got it to Alice. Alice got to Wendy. Wendy got a shot, and then we tried for some rebounds, but it got knocked out to neutral ice. And they passed it up to Allison. Ravens knocked off her stick, but it gets bumped into the offensive zone. Ravens are able to send it down the ice and go loose into our zone, where Alice gets it behind the net, switches it off with Wendy, but the Ravens read it and knocked it off their stick. Finn is fighting for in the corner. Ravens have it along the boards. McKenna was really on her, keeping her stick off of it. I think that was Alice picked it up, knocked it forward. We're still in our zone. We're on a power play in our zone. Alice is going to grab the loose puck. She's going to skate it. Sorry, I couldn't see around the ref. She tries to knock it off the boards, gets it loose at least, and it gets over to Allison, who's knocked off her stick, but McKenna's going to help her out, picks it up. Dumps in the offensive zone. It goes to the Ravens. They try to dump it in our zone, but Stasi is going to stop it in neutral ice. She's going to skate it, dumps into the offensive zone. She's going to chase after it, goes to the corner. Ravens are knocked away, but Stasi is right there. Ravens skate it, and able to send it down the ice. We have 38 seconds left in the power play. Puck's loose behind the net. Lily's going to pick it up. Switches off with Serena. He carries it forward, goes for a pass, stopped by the Ravens, but Serena's going to grab it again. Brings out to neutral ice. She's going to dump in the offensive zone. Puck is loose behind the net into the corner where the Ravens pick it up. We try to send it out. The Sash is going to stop it. Passes it over to Malia, who's trying to get a chance, but the Ravens knock it off her stick. Gets loose in neutral ice. Malia's fighting for it. Goes into our zone, loose behind the net where Stasi picks it up. She's going to send it forward to Fiona, who knocks it into the neutral ice, but Ravens grab it and try to send it back into our zone. They do, but it's just past the blue line. Stasi grabs it, gets it sent into the offensive zone, where the Ravens have it. It's just by that blue line. They're going to knock it out. Ravens are going to bump into our zone, but Malia sends it back out. Just past the Ravens blue line. They knocked about. Shannon's fighting for it. Gets it into the zone. They're trying to keep it in. Wendy's going to step forward, picks up the puck, skates it, goes to center, repass, gets to the Laura. She goes for a shot. It's just wide of the net. Comes Wendy in the corner. They're trying to do something. Quinn steps up, keeps it in the zone. Shannon sends it back to Wendy. Wendy passes it over to Malia. Malia passes it back to Wendy. Wendy's going to send it towards the net. Quinn was there, but she was hauled up, and the goalie was able to block it. Ravens pick up the puck, skate it down the ice, knocked out their stick by Wendy. Laura's going to pick it up. Trying for a pass, but the Ravens are holding her up. Malia's fighting for it along the boards. Laura's able to grab the puck, gets the pass over to Quinn. Quinn's going to dump it into the offensive zone. Yeah, almost back to full power. It's probably been a while. Quinn's got it in the corner, tries to send it back to Wendy, but the Ravens are bouncing around. Gets to Wendy, but they whiffed it a little bit. But Serena picks it up by the blue line. Gets dumped in the offensive zone, so he's fighting for it, but held up by the Ravens. The Ravens have it, but getting knocked off their stick by Wendy. They bring it towards the net, go for a shot, but it's high and wide. Goes over to the boards. I don't think the Ravens kept that in. Alice passes it up to Nicole. Nicole's going to skate into the offensive zone. Still got the puck, goes for a shot, caught by the goalie. 8.6 seconds left in the first. Out on the ice, we have Allison, Serena, Nicole, Stasi, and Alice. Our puck drops, gets knocked across the ice to the boards. Raven's going to get to it first, but Stasi's there trying to hold him up. Comes out loose to neutral ice. Rouse is going to pick it up, tries to send it forward, bounces off a Ravens player, but Serena picks it up. And then we got, the buzzer didn't go off for the clock. So that's the end of the first period. Score is 0-all.
Alice isn't in that yet?
Now, another year. All right, beginning second period, we got Malia, Stasi, McKenna, Havana, and Allison. Puck got held up in the face off for a minute. Ravens picked it up, bring it in towards the net, but it's wide. Malia's fighting forward in the corner. McKenna knocks it off her stick, goes loose behind her net, where Stasi's going to grab it, gets it forward, sends it over to Havana. Havana's able to get it out to neutral ice. It goes loose just into the offensive zone where the Ravens pick it up. They're going to pass it forward to their player in the neutral ice, who's going to skate it into our zone. Knocked off by Malia, but Ravens are able to pick it back up, try to center it, but Malia didn't give him a great chance. Slazzy's able to grab it, sends it to Havana, gets it over to McKenna. McKenna's able to get it in neutral ice and dumps it in the offensive zone. It's going to be ice, and she wasn't quite past the line yet, I guess. We're going to have Story, Fiona, Serena, Alice, and Wendy on the ice. All right, puck drop. Serena gets a knock back to Wendy. Wendy's going to take it behind our net. Trying to see what they can do. They go to reverse it. There's a Ravens player there, but they're able to bump it past them. It's awful close to the net. Okay, gets over the boards with Story. Comes loose behind the net where Alice picks it up. She's going to skate it. She's got a little bit of room. She's going to go for a pass over to Serena. Serena bumps it over to Fiona. She gets it back to Serena, who's going to bring it to the offensive zone. Story gets the puck, tries to in towards the net, but the goalie's going to get it covered. 13:50 in the left in the second. We have Shannon, Laura, and I think that's Fiona Stella, Stasi, Malia. Puck gets knocked back. Shannon grabs it, sends it to Malia, but gets knocked around, gets to the Ravens. We bring it to neutral ice, and then our zone. Puck's loose behind the net. Malia tries to send it around the boards, but the Ravens hold it up. Comes loose to the Ravens on the side of the net here. Passes the player behind the net. Trying to sneak around, but Malia knocks it off her stick. Comes up the boards where Millie's still fighting for it. Comes loose behind the net again. Stasi's going to step forward, grab it, keep it away from the Ravens, but it gets to the other one in the corner. They go to center it, but it gets past some players and over to Quinn. Just off her stick, but she's able to pick it up. Skates it out to neutral ice. She's still got the puck. She brings it in the offensive zone. Sends it towards the net where the goalie's going to get it covered. All right, we have McKenna, Story, and Allison. Stasi Malia gets over to Story. She goes for a shot wide of that, goes to the boards. Ravens are able to bring it out to neutral ice, but okay, that's Malia. Malia grabs the puck, brings it in the offensive zone. Actually, the Ravens get knocked around behind the net. Our team's fighting for it. Goes loose to the corner and up the board, so the Ravens pick it up. They're going to skate it, go for a pass, but it goes loose across the ice where Story's going to pick it up. Tries to dump it, but the Ravens knock it off her sticks. They knocked down by McKenna and the Ravens. Goes loose in the offensive zone where the Ravens have it. They pick it up. They send it up to their player, bounces over to Stasi, who's going to keep it in. So tries to send it towards the net, but the Ravens hold it up. They're able to grab it, send it out to neutral ice to their player. She's going to skate in the offensive zone. Wendy's going to try not to let her stick, but the Ravens still have it. They send it to the boards. Her Wendy grabs it, sends it up to McKenna. Just off her stick. Ravens keeping at the blue line. Ravens grab it by the net, trying to get a shot, get one, blocked by Avery. Puck's behind the net where Wendy picks it up. We go to send it out, but with it, gets knocked out into neutral ice and goes into the offensive zone where Story's going to chase it down. Ravens try to knock it to their player in the neutral ice, but when he knocks it away and picks it up, they're trying to keep a hold of the puck, bring it to the net, go for a shot, blocked by the goalie. Try to sneak it in, but get shoved around after the whistle. 11:36 left in the second. On the ice, we have Alice and Wendy. We have Serena, Fiona, and Shannon. Puck drops. Serena gets a knock back to Wendy. Wendy sends it to Alice. Alice sends it forward. Where Serena's trying to keep a hold of it, but knocked away by the Ravens. They send it down the ice and comes in our zone. It's going to be icing. On ice, we have Stasi and Malia with Quinn, Nicole, and Laura. Puck drop. Laura gets it sent over to Stasi. Stasi's going to send towards the net, blocked by the goalie. Quinn was ready for a rebound, but they got it whistled. Alright, puck drop. Laura gets it knocked over to Stasi again. She sends it towards the net. Goes over to the boards, where Nicole sends it behind the net. He got Quinn's fighting for it behind there. Gets it loose. Nicole goes to center it, stopped by the Ravens. Getting knocked around. Ravens are to pick it up and bring it out to neutral ice. Get it to our zone. Go for a shot, and Avery's going to catch it out of the yard. Really nice save. 10:57 left in the second. We're going to have McKenna, Story, and Allison come out. We have Malia and Stasi for defense, Avery and net. Puck drop, because it gets sent to the boards. Ravens grab it, knock it back to their player. Try to center it, knock it over to Stasi. It's loose over to Story, tries to get it out, but the Ravens keep it in. Stasi's going to pick up the loose puck. Tries to send it out. Ravens, almost kept it in, but it's loose in the neutral zone. Ravens grab it just by their blue line. Pass over to their player. Pass it up. The player brings it into our zone. Puck goes loose to the corner. Ravens going to get to her first, but McKenna skates to get there to hold her up. Gets loose. McKenna is able to pick it up again. She's got it. She's going to skate to neutral ice. Going to keep a hold of the puck. Gets it into the offensive zone. Sends it towards the net. Goes deflected over to the corner. Allison's able to knock away. Gets to Stasi. She's going to dump it back or keep it in. Ravens have it behind the net. Send it around the boards. Bounces off their player's stick. So Wendy's going to take advantage of that. Bounces it towards the net. It's getting knocked around. Story grabs it. Sends it towards the net. Blocked by the goalie. Ravens have it in the corner. Skate it forward. Try to send out. Wendy's going to stop it. Sends it towards the net. Serena grabs it. Goes for a shot. Goes wide to the boards. Getting knocked around. Oh! Almost looked like Alice tripped her, but I don't think that's what happened. Alice grabs it in our zone. Sends it forward to Serena. Serena's going to knock it over. Wendy's going to pick it up. Wendy gets into the offensive zone. Ravens knock it back out. Comes loose into our zone. And they're going to let it slide for no icing. Alice has the puck. She's going to pass it up to Shannon. It's knocked off her stick by the Ravens. Goes loose behind our net, where Alice is going to pick it up. She's going to send it forward to Serena. Serena's going to knock it towards the net to get away from the Ravens. Puck goes loose into the offensive zone. Ravens send it back out to neutral ice, where it's going to go. Serena's going to grab it, dump it back into the offensive zone. Ravens are going to pick it up by their net. Have it in the corner, pass it up to their player at the blue line. They send out to neutral ice, where Stasi gets it, dumps it back into the offensive zone. The Ravens are going to hold on to it and then pass it up to their player. He's going to bring it back out to neutral ice. She's going to skate into our zone. Gets to pass to the player, but didn't get a great shot because Millie knocked it away. Shannon's fighting for it along the boards. He's able to get it out the Ravens player and out the neutral ice, where Laura picks it up. She's going to skate into the offensive zone. She's going to hold the puck at the pass back to Shannon. Shannon's going to send it towards the net, stopped by a Ravens player. And knock to another one who's going to grab it and skate it out to neutral ice. They try something, it didn't work. Stasi takes the puck. He's able to duck away from the Ravens, picks it back up, knocks it back up towards where Fiona's at, gets it out to neutral ice. Ravens bring it back into our zone, but they have to clear. So Ravens have it in neutral ice. Skate it in. Stassi's putting pressure on them, so she don't have a great chance. She tries. Oh, she's going to get center, but it bounces off the Ravens player skates. They send it towards the net, but it goes to the boards. Then McKenna's going to pick it up. She's going to skate it down the ice. And is able to dump it into the offensive zone. Puck goes loose behind the net, but McKenna's going to pick it back up. She's got it, tries to go for a shot, but blocked by a Ravens player. Nicole, sorry, I was trying to figure out who it was. Nicole is fighting for it. Gets knocked out to neutral ice where Wendy's trying to get it off the Ravens player. They pick it up, dump it back into the offensive zone. Ravens are going to pick it up by their net, skate it, send it up to their player, get it out to neutral ice where Alice grabs it. She's going to bounce off the board. She's got to get away from the Ravens player, but the other one picks it up, brings it into the offensive zone. She's going to skate it behind her net. Oh, no, she's going to try to sneak it in. She still got it. She's just skating around. Still, same player still got the puck. It's knocked off a little bit. She picks it back up, sends it towards the net where there's a player waiting, but luckily Avery blocked it. Was able to knock it off. Raven's stick. Wendy's able to pick it up. Wendy's going to send it around the boards. Nicole's going to keep it away from the Ravens. It gets loose. McKenna's able to grab it, pick it up, send it out into neutral ice where the Ravens stop it. Quinn's going to knock it off her stick, though, and dump it in the offensive zone. Puck goes loose up along the boards. Allison holds up the Ravens player so Serena can step and grab it. Puck goes loose by the net where Serena grabs it, sends it along the boards. Oh, Lily tries to get it loose her skates. She's covering it up. Story's going to help her out. Grabs it, brings it in the offensive zone. She's got the puck, goes for a shot, blocked by the goalie, and she's going to get it covered. The Stories are ready to go for a rebound. 5:55 left in the second. Alright, we're going to have a bit of a change. We got Laura and Allison and Story. Stasi and Malia. Avery and Annette. Alright, puck drops. These are the boards. Emily's going to grab it, send it towards the net, covered up by the goalie. Drops, gets knocked back to Malia, gets it bumped over to Stasi, sends it at the net. It's going to get stopped and blocked by the goalie. And now we're going to have Serena, Fiona, and Shannon on the ice with Stasi and Malia. Right. Got knocked back to Ray's player in the corner. Sent to their players. They knocked around. Stasi almost had it at the blue line. Got knocked loose into our zone. Malia chases it down, just hold up and is able to stop the Ravens player from getting a shot. And someone's going to be called on that. Tripping. I think, is that on Malia? So 5:30 left in the second. We're going to have a penalty kill. On the ice we have Stasi, Wendy, Shannon, and Serena. Oh my God, Serena, my voice. Okay. Ravens try to send towards the net, held up by Wendy. They try to center it again, but Wendy and Serena's going to keep it away from them. Ravens are knocking around. Their player has it, tries to center it. Stasi holds it up, gets to the player, but Wendy and Serena keep it off her. Serena picks it up, is able to, or tries to dump it down the ice, but it goes out or something. 1:40 left of the penalty kill. We have Alice, Wendy, Nicole, and is that Laura? Or no, it's Quinn. Yeah, I couldn't see her. Puck gets sent down the offensive zone. Ravens will pick it up, skate behind the net. Nicole's going to put some pressure on her. They pass it up to their player, who skates out to neutral ice. Quinn's going to hold her up. And he's going to drive to the so she's still got the puck, bring it over to the net. Oh, the first shot blocked by Avery. That's a nice save. Goes back to the Ravens player. It's Alice. And the Ravens try to send it in the net, but held up by our players. Ravens grab it, send it back to their point. They send it to the corner. So they're fighting for it. Alice is keeping their stick off of it, but gets loose. Oh, they send it to the player net, but Alice knocks it away, keeps her stick off it. Is able to grab the puck and sends it down the ice. So puck gets just into the offensive zone where the Ravens will pick it up, turn it around, dump it into our zone. Alice will pick it up, sends it down the ice because we still got 35 seconds left in that penalty kill. So their goalie's gonna grab it by the net, stop it. But Michaela, I don't know where the hell she came, but she got there. Almost got a pass over to Story. But the Ravens grab it, pick it up, skate it down the ice, bring it to our zone. We stop around for a minute, but finally gets it loose off her stick. Stassi grabs it, sends it away. Ravens keep it in, gets bumped over to the McKenna though. Send over to the Story. She dumps it down the ice, gets to the offensive zone. Got 2 seconds left in the penalty kill. Puck's loose in the corner where the Ravens pick it up. They're going to take it behind their net. Send it over to the boards. Laura had it for a second but got knocked down. And then puck's coming loose into our zone. And that's going to be icing. 3:14 left in the second. We got Malia, Stasi, McKenna, Allison, and Havana out on the ice. Oh, never mind. I got Serena instead of McKenna. All right. Serena had it and got over to Havana. I think they tried to send it towards the net, but the Ravens stop it. It's out to their player. The neutral ice was facing into our zone. So she gets right to start. Avery made a great glove save. Got knocked loose. It's over Havana. Havana goes to send it over. Goes to the boards. Ravens. Stassi's able to get to it first. Sends it around the boards. Ravens stop it. Bump it to the corner. They grab it, try to center it, but Stassi's going to stop it. Tries to send it up. The Ravens keep it in. They pick it up and try to get something going, but Serena's holding her up. Puck comes loose over here to the corner. Ravens are going to get to it first. But Stassi's going to put pressure on her. Gets it knocked off her stick. Stassi's able to grab it. Sends it over to Havana. He's able to stop it with the Ravens knocking off her stick. It's getting knocked around. Serena's able to pick it up. Skates it behind the net. Sends it around the boards. It's over the Ravens player, but it bounces off her stick. It's over to Serena. Serena's able to get out to neutral ice. And then the puck goes loose into the offensive zone where Helena's going to chase it down. Ravens send it across ice. Laura just got on the ice. And then Allison is able to grab the puck and then gets to the blue line. And Anastasia, she's going to send it towards the net. The Ravens stop it. Malia's going to send it, but it gets stopped by the goalie. 1:58 left in the second. Out on the ice, we have Fiona, Laura, and Shannon with Alice and Wendy. Alright, puck drop. Laura's able to send it back to Alice. Alice goes to send it. Laura's right there. She tries to get in the net, but the goalie blocked it. Wendy's got it, keeps it at the blue line, goes to the corner. Shannon's able to grab it. She goes to center it, but just past Laura's stick, goes to the boards. Ravens pick it up. Oh, it's good. Over to their player who skates into our zone. Alice is able to knock it off her stick. The Ravens player has it, sends it towards the net, but Alice is able to grab it, keep it away. She's going to skate it. She's able to get out to neutral ice, bumps it away from the Ravens. But the player picks it up, gets in our zone where Fiona's going to grab it and sends it down the ice. And it should be icing. 1:15 left in the second.
Normally stop time? All of them?
Well, it has been this year. Sometimes the third period might not be, but yeah. Yeah. McKenna's able to knock the puck away, but Ravens grab it, send it to their point. It hits point, I think. Getting knocked around. The Ravens keep it in, send it behind the net, and Malia's trying to get a hold of it. Ravens have it in the corner, bump it past and up the board. So their player grabs it, goes to center it over. Malia kind of blocks it with her leg. Getting knocked around. They try to send it towards the net, but it goes behind and around. Nicole's going to grab it on the boards. and gets it sent across ice. Quinn's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. She'll skate into the offensive zone, gets it dumped in. McKenna's going to chase it down, but the goalie gets it covered. 34 seconds left in the second. Alright, puck drops. Marina gets it knocked back to Stasi. He sends it forward to Story. Story goes to center, but held up by the Ravens. They take it behind the net, send it around the boards. He's going to keep it on the blue line, sends it forward. Gets to the Ravens, where they're going to pick it up, skate it out neutral ice, go to pass to the player, but doesn't get there, gets loose to our zone. Ravens pick it up, though, set it wide of the net. Story's fighting for it along the boards. We got two Ravens on her. Ravens dump it back to the corner where their player grabs it. And they're going to try center, but Malia holds her up. Oh, and then, the clock's not working with the horn. Yes, I looked right over there because I'm like, I bet it's that. Yeah. Looks like we're just going to have a 14-minute third period. That clock is going crazy. All right, let's calm down. All right, so on the ice we have Story, McKenna, Allison, Wendy, and Alice. All right, puck drops. McKenna gets it knocked towards Story. The Ravens are knocking it around. McKenna's able to get a hold of it, though. Gets it dumped into the offensive zone. Ravens grab it, knock it back out of the neutral. So Alice picks it up. She sends it over to Wendy. Wendy sends it up to Allison. Allison's going to bring in the offensive zone, trying to keep a hold of the puck with the refs in the way. McKenna knocks it away from the Ravens, goes loose. For Ravens grab it, send it around the boards. Going to get to Alice, the blue line, where she keeps it in, sends it towards the net, bounces around, gets to the goalie. He's going to glove it.
This must be the normal goalie.
I don't even know anymore, because this always gets switched around, but I think you're right.
She's pretty quick.
Yeah. All right, puck drops, gets knocked back towards the corner. Serena's fighting for it, gets it bumped away, tries to get to Fiona. Ravens grab it at the boards. Fiona holds her up, though. Gets sent out and loose into our zone. The Ravens can get to it, but Stasi knocks off her stick. Ravens pick it back up on the boards. Try to send it, like it's Stasi's going to send it around. Gets to the Ravens, but Fiona knocks it off their stick. Ravens send it back to the corner. And he gets Malia fighting for it, and Stasi Malia is able to grab it. Tries to send it on the board. Oh, the ref skate stops it there. They go to center it, but Stasi keeps it away. I think they got a shot of net where AB blocked it. So as he grabs it, he's able to send it over the field and knocks it out into neutral ice. Ravens pick it up. They dump it back into our zone. It gets loose, so Millie's going to pick it up. Millie's going to stop it and reverse it behind the net. Gets it over to, tries to get it to Shannon. The Ravens stop it, send it towards the net where Avi's going to block and cover it up. 12:28 left in the third. On the ice, we have Laura, Quinn, Nicole with Alice and Wendy. Right, puck drops, gets sent towards the net, deflected to the corner. Ravens grab it, send it behind the net, where I think that's Wendy picks it up. Goes for a pass over to Quinn, but just past her stick. Just comes to the offensive zone, and it's getting hard to get there. Finding the Ravens to keep it in. Ravens getting knocked up to their player. He grabs it, skates it to neutral ice, and then into our zone. Sends it towards the net. Actually, that was shot of Avery deflected over to the boards. They're fighting for it over there. It's kind of stuck. Comes loose. Ravens grab it behind the net. Trying to get a centering pass or shot. Goes across to the boards though. That's Laura. Laura grabbed it. Got a nice pass over to Quinn. Quinn's going to get it dumped to the offensive zone. Puck's loose behind the net. Ravens are able to grab it. And they're able to get it up to their player, who skates it out to neutral ice and then dumps it into our zone. The puck goes loose behind the net. Saz is going to pick it up on the side. Gets a pass up to McKenna. McKenna brings it neutral ice. Dumps it into the offensive zone. It goes rolling to the goalie, who's going to come out and grab it before McKenna gets her chance. 11:11 left in the third. Yeah, McKenna, Havana, Quinn, Stasi, and Leah. It's knocked around. McKenna's able to grab a hold of it. She got the puck to try for a shot. The Ravens player holds her up, but McKenna kicks it away. Another Ravens player picks it up, sends it around the boards. Gets to McKenna, and the Ravens knock it off her stick. It's loose to, or gets over to Stasi in neutral ice. She dumps it in the offensive zone, gets to the Ravens, and they're going to send it down the ice. It should be icing, yeah. We have Serena, Fiona, Shannon, Alice, and Wendy on the ice. All right, puck drops. Serena knocks it back. And gets just into the neutral zone where Wendy picks it up. We're going to pass it to Alice. Alice is going to pass it up to Serena. Serena dumps it into the offensive zone. Puck goes loose to the corner. Ravens will get to it first. But Serena skates hard to get there. Gets it towards that end. Just knock out to the Ravens, who send it in neutral ice just into our zone where Wendy will pick it up. Gets knocked off their stick towards the board. Ravens grab it. Alice is fighting for it. Puck goes loose by the net. That's Wendy gets it, but the Ravens plays right on them, and they're able to take the puck. Goes back behind the net into the corner. I think Serena grabs it, sends it up to Fiona. Fiona's able to send it out into neutral ice. Ravens grab it just by their blue line and turn it around. Shannon knocks it off their stick, so it gets over to Alice. Alice gets it over to Shannon. Just off Shannon's stick with neutral ice to the boards. Ravens grab it, dump it into our zone. Alice is going to grab the puck behind the net. She's going to go for a pass up to Laura. The Ravens knock it off. Go for a shot blocked by Avery, and then she gets a cover. 9:26 left in the third. I think the goalies are the MVPs today, huh? On the ice, we have people I can't see. Yeah. All right. Ravens keep it in our zone, get towards the net. I think Avery deflected it, and then Malia helped her out. It's kind of stuck behind the net. Oh, kind of comes away with it. She's able to skate it down the ice, gets it to neutral, and then gets it just in the offensive zone, knocked off her stick, but Allison's going to hold up the Ravens player so they keep it in. Bruce Malia grabs it so she can keep it in the zone. Puck comes here loose to the corner. Goes up the boards. Ravens get to it, but Allison stops it. Allison and McKenna are just knocking around with the Ravens. Ravens have the puck in their zone, send it to the boards. Then bounce over to Stasi. He dumps it to the corner. Puck goes loose to the other, right behind the net. The Ravens have it, but Allison's going to hold her up. McKenna's going to grab it off Ravens on the boards, but it gets loose. She picks it back up. Ravens knock it over to the boards. Story's going to grab it, brings it behind the net, tries to sneak it in, get a stuttering pass, but Ravens knock it over to the boards. She sends it back to Stasi. Stasi's going to send it back to the boards, but it hits some players, so it goes bouncing. Puck right by the side of the net, gets sent over to the boards. Ravens get it passed up to their player, who skates it out to neutral ice, and then brings it into our zone. Pass it back to the point, go for a shot at net, blocked by Avery. Another shot blocked. Lee's able to grab it, send it to the boards, and Quinn's over there, so Quinn's able to hold up Ravens, and the puck goes loose to neutral ice. Ravens dump it into our zone. I don't think anyone touched that. Oh, maybe they did. Okay, Stasi grabs it, and then gets over to Quinn on the boards again. So he's going to help her out, but the Ravens grab it, send it back. It's behind the net where that's Malia. Let's try to get a hold of it. Yeah. It's going to go loose. Ravens going to grab it on the other side of the net, send it along the boards, for the Ravens grab it in the corner. They're going to send it along the boards again. Their player's there, but Sarita's able to get it off her stick. She can pick it up. She's going to skate it down, knocks it back to Stasi, gets sent over to Quinn. Quinn's going to bring it out into the neutral ice, gets held up by the Ravens. She's able to pick it back up, though, and dump it into the offensive zone. The Ravens pick it up in their corner. They send it up the boards. Wendy's going to stop before it gets to the blue line, gets passed over to Alice. Alice tries to the net, but couldn't get quite enough strength behind it. Ravens knock it out to neutral ice and then get it dumped into our zone, where Alice is going to chase it down. She got the puck behind the net, skates it a bit, gets it up to Serena. Serena brings it out to neutral ice and into the offensive zone, where she's going to dump it. Ravens going to pick it up in here in the corner. Quinn holds them up. They send it around the boards to their player, and then another player. Wendy just keeps it at the blue line. Ravens pick it up. Wendy knocks it off her stick. Wendy's able to knock it away, picks it back up, goes loose to the goalie, but jeez, that kid got snapped a couple times. Anyway, the Ravens got the puck. They try to get it out. Alice is going to keep it in at the blue line. Alice got the puck, tries to towards the net, but blocked by some Raven players. Laura's going to fight for it in the corner, get sent up the boards. Alice gets it set back to the corner. The Ravens player is going to set it behind the net to the other one. Their player loses their skates. Fiona holds up the other player. Puck is over Nicole. She's going to send it towards the net wide. It goes loose to the corner, where the Ravens pick it up. They're able to send it out down the ice, and it should be icing. 5:43 left in the third. On the ice, we have Laura, Fiona, Shannon, Stasi, and Malia.
Go Red Hawks!
All right, puck drop. Laura gets it sent over to Fiona. Fiona's trying to keep a hold of it. Gets it back to Laura. She goes for a shot, but Raven's stick made it go high. Shannon's fighting forward in the corner here. Ravens get away with it. Shannon's on her. They send it up to their player along the boards. She's going to skate out to neutral ice. And Stasi's going to put some pressure on her, gets the puck loose. It goes behind the net where the Ravens pick it up. They center it, go for a shot. Oh, and they got a goal. 5:16. Score is now 1-0 Ravens. On the ice, we have Jesse, McKenna, Havana, Alice, and Wendy. That puck gets sent over to the boards. Ravens grab it, try to send it into our zone. Van's going to hold it up, but the Ravens grab it, dump it into our zone. Alice is going to grab the loose puck behind the net, sends it around the boards where McKenna's got it. Gets a nice pass up to Jesse. Or no, sorry, that was opposite. McKenna brings it into the offensive zone. Percent towards the net, goes high because it hits a Raven stick got on her. McKenna's got it, trying to get something going. Sends it back to Wendy. Wendy's got the puck. We got some players down. They're trying to look for an opening. And he tries to send it towards the net, but it hits a Ravens player, like still in the zone. Then it gets in the corner, trying to send it somewhere. Gets to McKenna. Gets knocked off their stick. Wendy's going to keep it the blue line, sends it towards the net, but the Ravens player stops it before it gets there. They pass it up to their player, but it wants to up her skate. McKenna takes advantage of that, grabs the puck, gets it, goes for a shot. Oh, blocked by the goalie. 4:22 left in the game. On ice we have Serena, Allison, Story, Stasi, and Malia. Puck drops, gets stuck under their feet. Story stepped up and got it knocked away towards the goalie, but she got it covered. Puck drops. Serena's trying to get a hold of it. Gets it to the net, or the boards. Goes loose out of neutral ice where Ravens pick it up, bring it into our zone. Knocked away by Serena. Oh, sorry, I lost it. Okay, Story's got the puck, trying to get up. The Ravens keep it in. Lee gets it, sends it up the boards. Ravens stop it. Serena's able to grab it, send it around the boards to the other side. Allison's trying to get a hold of it, but the stick's held up by the Ravens. Ravens able to pick it up, try to send it towards the net, but it goes wide. Stasi grabs the puck. It's up, tries to get to Allison. Ravens keeping it at the blue line, but Allison's able to grab it, but Ravens still keep it in. It's getting knocked around, sent towards the net, but it gets deflected over to the corner. Ravens try to send it, but Serena stops it. And Malia stops another attempt. Ravens pick it up, though, try to sneak it in, but Stasi's going to knock it off her stick. They send it towards the net, blocked by Avery. And it's Story fighting for it along the boards. Ravens send it behind the net where Malia will pick it up. She's going to send it up the boards, but the Ravens keep it down in the corner. It goes loose behind the net. Serena will grab it. Trying to send it up. The Ravens are keeping it in. Gets back to Serena. Muscle her skate. Ravens pick it up. They try to shoot, but they whiff it. Gets to Anastasia, who's going to send it down the ice. Sure they want a shift change. Oh, nope, not going to make the line. So in the offensive zone, Allison's able to grab it. Oh, the Ravens hold her up, but she's fighting for it. They're going to grab the puck, try to send it out. Allison's going to keep it at the blue line. She's going to send it towards the net. Oh, gets it to Laura. Tries to one-time it in, but goalie stopped it. 2:32 left in the game. On the ice we have Laura, Fiona, Shannon, Allison, Wendy. Laura, or puck drops. Laura holds it up for a second. Ravens are sneak it out, try to get out, but Wendy keeps it in. Gets a set forward, Fiona grabs it, sends it towards the net, but the goalie's able to get it covered. Puck drop, Laura gets it sent back to Alice. Alice goes send it towards the net. Laura tries to tip it, but the Ravens player got their stick on it. Shannon gets it centered. Ravens hold Laura's stick up again. Ravens are able to knock it out to neutral ice, but Alice is going to chase it down and gets to it first. She's going to try to reverse around, but the Ravens stop it on our blue line, grab it, send it towards the net where Avy's going to get a hold of it. 2:02 left in the game. On ice we have Malia and Stasi with Nicole, Quinn. There we go. Okay, let me consider. Man. Wait a second. All right. Puck's in the corner. Stasi's holding them up. Gets to Havana, tries to send it out, but the Ravens stop it. Quinn holds it out, gets loose. Havana grabs it. Is able to skate it down the ice and dump it into the offensive zone. Ravens pick it up in their corner, take it behind the net. Try to send it out. Gets it to their player, bumps it over to another one who skates it down the ice, brings it into our zone. Gets knocked away from them, and Sus chases them down. Ravens keep it at the blue line. Tries to get sent towards the net, but it hits Havana. Tries to send it up. The Ravens pick it back up. Try to break towards the net. Hit some players. Sends it back to Havana. Grabs it. Sends it down the ice. That'll be icing. 1:12 left in the game. On ice we have Stasi and Alice with Wendy, Serena, and McKenna. Puck gets sent over to the boards. Ravens dump it to the corner. Goes loose behind the net. Stazi's going to get to it and send it on the boards where Wendy's going to grab it. Gets a pass over to Serena. Hits her skates though and bounces to the boards. Ravens tried to keep it in but got just past the blue line. Puck drops, sent to Alice. Alice got the puck. She's going to pass it up to McKenna. McKenna's going to bring it to the offensive zone. Gets a pass over to Wendy. Just passing over there to pick it up. Centers it, and then gets to the goalie who's going to get it covered and blocked. Up, it pulled the goalie, got Laura out. All right, pucked up. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, puck drops. So towards the net, got stayed there for a second. Serena and McKenna really trying to get it in there. It's loose, but then the goalie got it covered up. 33.7 seconds left in the game. Right, puck drops. Serena sends it under her feet, tries to get to it. Ravens grab it. Serena gets her stick. Lenny grabs it, tries to send it towards the net, goes up high. Loose in the corner. The Ravens grab it. McKenna stops it, gets to Wendy. Wendy goes for a shot. Stopped by the goalie. 22.3 seconds left in the game. Puck drops. Gets over to Laura. As far as it's wide, but she sticks with it. Ravens grab it. Send around the boards. Oh, so that looks at the blue line. It's a neutral ice. Passes over to Serena. Serena passes towards Wendy. Gets the offensive zone. Wendy tries to keep hold of the puck. They'll do so, try to center it. They knock it around. Goes back to Alice. Alice sends it towards the net, but it hits a Ravens body. They try to send it out. Gets to Stasi, and then there's the time went out. Yep. So really good effort by our team. So score is 1-0 end of game. We're still finalizing our schedule, but we'll see you sometime next weekend for our next games.